Spin it. Yeah!
Welcome to Officially Gas. Let's get it.
So what's going on, Gas Gang? Today we are back with an absolutely crazy video. Just look behind me. We have got a 620 brake horsepower, fully built Golf GTI Edition 40 Club Sport. Guys, you already know this is going to be sick. So stay tuned and let's get it. So yes guys, as the intro said, today we have got a 620 brake horsepower Golf GTI Edition 40 Club Sport, and I've actually been lent it. As you see, there is no owner here today, and actually the owner of this crazy car behind me is actually Ben from Devil Developments. It's actually a little bit of a development car for LITTCO and obviously their turbos and their engine builds. Now this car has got an absolutely crazy spec, but a quick insight into what the Club Sport is about initially. It's a 1 of 1,000 cars ever made. 400 only made it to the UK, so 1 of 400 in the UK. This has actually got a Golf R engine in it, which is the EA 888.3 engine. However, it's been slightly detuned from factory to about 290 brake horsepower against the Golf R, which actually makes 300-ish brake horsepower. So that's what you got. Obviously only front wheel drive, unlike the Golf R, which is 4-wheel drive, hence probably why they limited the power. This bad boy actually makes 620 brake horsepower at 2.35 bar, which is absolutely nuts, and 540 foot-pounds, all sent to the front wheels. However, he does have a map that for daily use can be a little bit more sensible, making 560 brake horsepower and about 500 foot-pounds. Fully built engine, oversized pistons, it's had rods, it's actually on its 4th revision of ported head. So as I said, this is a little bit of a development car for LITTCO. It's actually a fully built head, so Supertech valves, springs, etc, etc. And also when we're talking about the turbo, which you can see kind of shoehorned in there, this has had over 8 different LITTCO turbos on it through testing. It's not actually the biggest offering that LITTCO do. However, it's got an L500 turbo on it. A lot of you keen eye viewers will remember my car actually had, my Cupra this is, had the L560 turbo in it and didn't even make the same power that this was. Mine made 608. So I think they found a great balance of the L500 for this car head and how the engine set up to make this power and operate the way they want it to. So as you can see, Forge, nice carbon fiber intake there. A few other things to note is the LITTCO high pressure fuel pump that is running, an RS3 brushless low pressure fuel pump, and also 980cc MPI injectors, LITTCO 70mm charge pipes, AirTech front mount intercooler, intake hoses. Yeah, it is a serious bit of kit. But now guys, if you follow me round into the interior of the car, there's actually something really cool going on. It's not actually the wingback seats, which actually do look amazing. Now the Club Sports come in 2 different variants. You get these in the manual and you also get these in the DSG. Obviously this is the DSG. Now the DSG gearbox that is run on the Club Sports is actually the DQ 250 gearbox, which is a 6-speed. But during testing, what's actually happened is they managed to strip all the teeth off some of the gears in the standard gearbox, the 6-speed. So they've actually managed to put a 7-speed DQ 381 gearbox from a 2019, so the newer chassis, Audi S3 in this car. So this is now actually 7-speed converted, which is a stronger gearbox to hold the power. Also, what you've got is a lovely looking Alcantara steering wheel, and obviously all the benefits of a Golf. In fact, all the benefits of having a 5-door Golf. It's literally, looks practical, right? Look at the legroom. Anyway, who cares about legroom? Oh, also got some spare meth down here because yes, this actually runs meth too. So if I quickly pop the boot, I'll show you. So we've actually got a Devil's own methanol injection system there, or the tank at least. Excuse the luggage there, my camera equipment. But look at it, this car is actually It's a practical car with this crazy power. Also, we have a Miltech exhaust down here. Now, we got to look at the wheels and the brake setup because, again, this car is stanced so nicely. It's also been lowered on H&R lowering springs. It's on standard shock absorbers, I believe, the Clubsport ones. But look at the brake setup here. I believe these are RSQ3 wavy discs on this bad boy at the front with the 8-pot RS3 calipers or R8 calipers, and then we're sitting on Revo wheels, PS4S street tires on the front to aid with every little bit of grip that we essentially need to put all the power to the floor. Yeah, you probably ain't gonna put all of the power to the floor into about 5th gear. But anyway, what I'm not gonna do is waffle too much. Let's just hop in this bad boy and go for a drive and see what 620 brake horsepower in an Edition 40 GTI Clubsport feels like. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so obviously everyone tuned in to see how a 620 brake horsepower Golf GTI gets down, so let's do it. Let's knock it into sport mode. Let's go for a pull. I'm just going to floor it, right? Traction control in sport mode and see what happens. Let's go. Get out of that gear. Alright, bit more grip, get out of that gear. Traction control, now we're flying. Oh my god, it gave us all the boost there. Oh my god. Yeah. Hey, this car is rapid. This car is rapid. Once it gives you it, man, you're flying. All right, let's go. 3rd gear, spinning, get out of that. It's 4th gear. That's when it really starts to hook up. Oh my God. Yeah, this car is an absolute madness. With the brakes to match too, like, it's all right having the power, but if you ain't got a stopping power, it becomes a problem. But the way this gets down, like I just realized there, I got out of 3rd early, straight into 4th, slipped a little bit, but then gave us everything, and it just motors. It just motors. And also what you guys have got to remember, going back to the Golf R, is obviously this not having a 4-wheel drive drivetrain, this is going to come in lighter than the Golf R. I don't know exactly how much lighter, but I do know if a similar powered Golf R tried to run this, once this got traction, let's say they both rolled at 40 mile an hour, this is definitely gonna have the advantage. You know, it's gonna have the power to weight, hence it should pull on the Golf R, like, you know what I mean? That's no disrespect to Golf Rs, they're sick, because this car will get gapped if we're talking about moving off the line. But the party really starts when you turn traction control off. So let's turn traction control completely off and see what happens. All right, so we drop it to 2nd gear now. All right, let's go for it. Spinning. Yeah. That's different gravy. That is different gravy. The way it just climbs through the revs. Mate, it's so hard to catch it before it hits red line, and then you're trying to modulate the throttle, driving it like a Honda, and it's just all crazy. It's all crazy. The way it's like pulling you around, I mean, like, there's vague torque steer. I mean, you can still feel the LSD kind of doing its job. I don't know if I mentioned, but they also retain the LSD out of the standard DQ 250 box in this. But it moves around, you're kind of sliding, you're moving, there's more drama. It's a lot more fun, but what you got to watch out for is scrubbing out, especially if you're on a little bit of a bend and you give it the throttle, the front wheels spin, it just pulls you into the wrong lane. Oh my God, it felt like I'm driving down the road with like lock on, like, you know what I mean, as it's kind of going straight. It's crazy. Oh my. It gets loose in the front. This car is no choice. Hey guys, I'm telling you, you got to be a driver on these small roads, man. This is scatty as hell. And I feel like these are like the things that you miss out with like a Golf R or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? I know a Golf R is just going to put the power down. It's just going to be gone. Like, you know what I mean? Gapping this off the line or anything under like 50, 60 mile an hour. But with this, you get that bit of drama. Like, you know what I mean? You get that feedback. There's a little bit of danger involved. Like, you know what I mean? Let's get another pull. Let's, all right, cool. Third gear. Right. Spinning. Oh my God. Oh my God. But you know what the thing is? You've got the handling to back it up. Look at that. The way this thing just sits on boost the whole time. I don't even know when it comes on full boost, but it must be around 3,000 RPM. It's insane. All right, cool. Let's load her up again, get straight and spinning. I'm telling you, once it gets grip, it sits you back in your seat. This is this is a tool. It's exhilarating. It gets the heart, like the blood pumping, should I say? It's definitely one of those. Now, you didn't actually think I was going to miss out on the opportunity to do a gassed up 0 to 60 with a front wheel drive 620 brake horsepower Golf GTI in cold conditions with cold tyres, did you? Well, if you did, you'd be wrong, because I ain't missing out. Guys, we are doing a gassed up 0 to 60 on this bad boy with the V-Box Performance Box Touch. This is the new 50 Hertz V-Box Performance Box Touch, which is ultra precise. I've got the aerial in there. I'll attach that in 2 seconds. But yeah, this is going to be absolutely crazy. Done a little bit of research. Apparently 5.9 these GTI Clubsports do 0 to 60 in. That's with under half the power that this car has. Now, I'm assuming because this has got double the power, that doesn't equate to halving the 0 to 60 time. In fact, it could even make it worse. We all know this is not a 0 to 60 car, so let's take this one with a pinch of salt, like, you know what I mean? Because yeah, we're just doing this for laughs, basically, to see what it can do. So place your bets. I reckon it can beat the 5.9, but I don't know how much by. I'm going to do 2 attempts. One with traction control on, one with traction control off. Place your bets. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so it's our first attempt. Traction control in sport mode. We're just going to go for it, all right? Let's go. All right, spinning, trying to modulate the throttle. All right, spinning. Okay. All right, that was a 5.94. So it's as fast as a stock Clubsport. At least we know that. It's just spinning up so much. I'm like a quarter throttle and then coming off and on. When I initially put my foot down, there's like a delay. There's like a microsecond delay, and then it kind of goes. So that ain't helping it. I think next I'm just going to turn traction control off and just send it and just see what we got. Let's go for it. All right, guys. So it's my final attempt. Traction control completely off. Yeah, it's going to be a party, but I reckon it's going to be faster. All right, place your bets. Let's go. Spin it. Yes! That was a 5.76. Mate, that's me giving it. Do you know what? I reckon if I went over and over again, I could get it a lot quicker. And I definitely think in the dry with like R888s, this could see 4s. It could see 4s, maybe. But we all know it's not a 0 to 60 car. For science sake, now we know what it can do. As I say, it's a bit of an event with traction control off, very sedate with traction control on, but efficient. All right, guys, so we are going to end the video here today. I mean, look, we've all learned together exactly what a 620 brake horsepower Golf GTI feels like. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it boogies. It definitely gets down when it gets to traction. I mean, depending if traction control's on or off, it's a Jekyll and Hyde kind of beast or creation. Traction control on, definitely very efficient, kills a little bit of the fun, doesn't seem to move very fast in the lower gears, but with traction control off, it's a completely different story. I mean, it feels like it's moving faster in the lower gears. You're on opposite lock half of the time, trying to keep it straight, but it really does give you that thrill, man. It gets the blood pumping. What a creation. Yeah, shout out to Ben, shout out to Devil Development, shout out to LITTCO for letting me just borrow this car and do a little bit of testing and yeah, give you guys a review on it. So yeah, now we all know. And yeah, guys, I mean, yeah, shout out to Ben once again, Devil Developments. If you're looking for a similar build, you want a crazy big power EA888 build, check the links in the description and you'll be able to find all the links you need right there to yeah, man, to get this good stuff, I guess. And yeah, guys, before we go, also, I want to know in the comments what you would like to see this race, because I'd love to get this on the OG battles up against something. And yeah, man, so yeah, hit in the comments and let's see. And if you're not subscribed already, guys, smash that subscribe button. You know, we do a lot of crazy things here on Officially Gassed, you know, drag racing, reviews, my own builds, and it's all about to get a lot crazier. So stay tuned for what we got coming. And yeah, guys, with that said, thank you for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace out.